Last night, we were at Mimi's and we saw a guy wearing a shirt that said "Go cry in the walk-in." Have you seen those?
No.
Yeah, I love it. If I was like someone who wore like Hot Topic slogan tees, I would wear that one for sure.
Go cry in the walk-in.
Go cry in the walk-in.
That's a good one.
I don't think I ever cried in the walk-in. I did fondle someone in the walk-in.
Who was it? No, you shouldn't
I can't
say that.
It, yeah.
Good, smart.
Did it all start in the walk-in, or did you take it to the walk-in?
The person in question was in a managerial position, and it started in the office.
Oh, hell yeah. Stay in the office,
nice.
though. That's like...
Yeah.
That's so much hotter.
I think it was more of a, like, we crossed paths in the walk-in.
Uh-huh.
And she, like, popped her boob out. She's like, come say hi.
One boob?
Mono boob.
That's a weird
She
move.
only has one boob. Well, it was like a how many fucking stories have I told where I'm just like, and then I fuck this other lady. Like,
yeah, good for you.
Whatever. It just feels stupid.
Yeah.
You fuck a lot. It's good.
We make fun of you more than anyone gets made fun of, I think, on the podcast. So
I've fucked negative 4 people, so don't worry about it.
No, how many? I always wonder, because you say it's not as many. Is it actually like 30 people, and you're just like, that's not enough?
It's -4. I've
Negative
fucked
4?
-4 people.
You and Izzy have never had sex?
I don't even know who you're talking about.
I always wonder. I'm like, is it... I don't know. Anyway.
It's embarrassingly low, so
How embarrassingly low? It can't be that embarrassing.
Enough for me to be weird about it when I'm not weird about anything.
That's true.
I've heard enough sex stories about you that it's at least over 10 people, which is not embarrassingly low.
All right. We're not going to make him say anything.
It's not.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
I used to think, God, it's so funny that you're the least... I guess it makes sense that you're the least Catholic one, because when you're Catholic and you're told, like... I, thought I wasn't going to have sex till I was married till I was 13, and then at 14, I had sex with 5 people. Because I was like, okay, once I've had sex, I'm ruined, so I'm just going to fuck everybody.
Yeah.
And for you just were like, I'll have sex when it seems healthy, like it'll be good sex. And I was like, I'll have sex with everybody now.
No, I've just, been, a relationship dude.
Yeah. That makes complete sense to me.
Me too, but I would just cheat on boys with all of their friends.
Yeah. See, my problem is I'm a catch.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
And loyal.
Yeah.
No, I'm not loyal. But also, it didn't matter. I remember Jimmy Udo called me when I was dating Jimmy Udo, who put his penis on MySpace while we were dating.
That. Oh, that was while you were dating.
While we were dating.
That places it.
One time he hit
describe
me.
the picture.
It was
pierced, right? He had a
No, he didn't even have a dick piercing. It was just sort of big.
Yeah, it was nice.
And he was known
girthy.
for having a it was 7 inches, and he probably said it was 10, but it was 7.5 inches, truly,
that's a
wide.
big dick.
It was a big dick. It was especially for an actual child. And so
Dude, I remember seeing people in middle school with huge dicks. And just having that image in my head for the rest of my life feels illegal.
In the locker room or whatever? Or
I don't know. We were weird kids.
Okay. So it was
man, I remember the first time I saw a picture of a real human penis. I was 6 years old. And my mom took me into this card store that was an adult. They had an adult section. It was called Something Different. And it was in that lot. My mom loved
the Something
cards.
Different was exposing children to fucking
well, it was these
pictures.
2 gay guys that owned it, and my mom was like, I love these gay guys, they're great. And so she would go in there to get gag gifts for her friends.
Oh wait, did that
It was
just
not
shut
a
down
chain.
recently?
It shut down not very long ago, I think.
Oh, okay.
Because it was in a strip mall in Chapatoulas.
All right, never mind. I'm thinking of somewhere else.
But they had joke adult cards. So I was in the porn section when I was a child, and I opened the card, and then as soon as I saw this penis, the guy who owned the store came up to me and he's like, you don't belong in this aisle. And I was just like, I'm going to go to jail. I was like, I'm going to go to sex jail. I confessed it in a confessional at school. I told someone that I told a priest that I had looked at a human penis. I also did not believe that it was real because I didn't think, okay, so I'd seen my dad's
dicks
penis.
were vampires.
I'd seen my dad's penis when he got out of the shower, but it was soft and not terrifying. I'd seen soft penises of men before somehow in a non-sexual, non-weird context. Yeah. And then so I knew what an adult male penis looked like, and in art, limp dicks were everywhere.
Yeah.
But like a hard dick.
You were an art history major as a 6-year-old.
No, but like statues and stuff.
Oh yeah, statues.
You know, you see statues. My parents took me to Noma.
Have extremely small dicks. Do you? Did someone?
There's
tell
that
me?
one at the in City Park, and it's just got a huge wang. It's like a really buff dude, and it's called like Hero Man. It kicks ass. It's so good.
There's a
seeing a hard dick was horrifying.
Yeah.
I thought it was fake.
Yeah,
was like, ugh.
I think that like a lot of like classical sculptures that have small dicks, it's like this having a small dick represented like being very logical.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it was like you like you weren't driven by.
Dude, you're projecting so hard right now.
Oh no, I'm really not. I'm really not.
Oh, he has a huge dick.
No,
Big Dick Glaviano.
I'm not saying that, but I'm also saying that like Michelangelo's David has nothing on me.
Yeah, it's like
It's
a
like
tiny
a normal
little
penis.
Yeah.
That completely normal soft,
Dude, I have
soft penis is what I just said.
I have a joke with the line, "My dick isn't psychic, but it is a medium." Like, yeah.
My fingers smell like crawfish, and I've washed them 20 times.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Do you want to smell my fingers?
All right.
You are in a great mood.
Actually,
Yeah. I'm in a really good mood.
it smells more like soap. I didn't really.
You don't smell like crawfish? I can smell like the seasoning underneath. I also
No.
just smoked a cigarette.
Most of the time, you smell more.
Yeah.
than you do now.
More like crawfish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna be pissed at like because you were late and stressed out and thought we were mad at you.
No, once you responded to me, I was very happy. But when I don't get responded to, I'm just like, oh, they hate me because I committed to something.
I mean, I was on a
late.
bike, so.
Yeah, no, that's
yeah.
exactly what Jeffrey said. He was like, Michael's probably setting up the podcast and Benjamin's on a bike. And I was like, good call.
That's true. We did hang out for a while though. It was nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
Is it too early to ask how you're... Wait, how long were you gone?
2 weeks.
That's a long-ass time.
Yeah.
So wait, why were you in London?
Susanna's dad is teaching a class there for a semester.
That's so cool. Where?
I don't know. I think it's actually he's just like in London.
Didn't ask.
Yeah, I mean he's like he works a lot and he doesn't love that he works a lot. So it's not like he loves to talk about work. But yeah, it's like I think he took like Colgate students to London and like so I think it was just
Like LSU's program.
right.
Yeah.
And so
they like did it out of a dorm like college
I think
area.
so, yeah. And so like they put him up in like a cool apartment in a cool spot, and so we just went and like slept in the guest room.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, it looked really cool from the pictures you sent.
It was extremely awesome.
Did you start talking different?
No, but I did develop a contempt for Americans. Like, do you know how like when I think I maybe said this in the group chat, but do you know how like when like a 14-year-old goes to like Rome to like see the art or whatever, and then comes back and it's just like, oh my god, I hate America.
Yeah.
Me.
That's you.
That's
Yeah,
me right
I get
now.
it, yeah.
I like because we fucking our connection coming home was in the Orlando airport, so
Oh,
it's like
God.
the Disney World cohort.
Yeah.
You know? And it's they suck so bad.
Dude, Orlando
Oh, man.
sucks so fucking
Yeah.
Oh man, I
hard.
can never imagine you in Disney World.
Dude, I went when I was I think 17. I went with like my family. It was like me, my mom, and my sister. And after one day, we had booked like a week. After one day, everyone was just like, "So, let's go, right?"
Yeah.
And we left. We hated it so fucking much. Obviously, like we were too old for it, and like, but like.
Yeah, that's insane.
I mean, respect. I feel like most people.
Yeah, because
it's
you were
like
the younger one.
The spent cost phenomenon or whatever.
Sunken cost, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it feels like a counterpart to the experience that I had when I got confirmed. And did I tell you about this?
Probably.
My
but-
sister was my sponsor, and she was also an atheist at the time.
No, I don't know this.
And like I asked her to be my sponsor, she's like, I don't believe in any of this shit. Like, don't ask me. Ask someone
Who
who
believes
believes.
And you're like, no, it's better this way.
Like, and I'm like, I don't believe in any of this shit, and I don't want to fucking pretend to with my sponsor or whatever. I'm doing it so my grandmother doesn't kill my mom.
yeah,
Like,
that's actually very diplomatic and smart.
yeah. And so, but the problem was that we laughed the whole time. We laughed so fucking hard. It's like they like because they like walk you down the aisle.
Oh,
and
I
shit,
remember.
and
Yeah.
I don't.
And they make you renounce Satan.
Yeah.
And we all had a fun. We were
that's
like,
pretty
we're
tight.
crossing our fingers, and you have to do that at like christenings and stuff too. Oh man, my mom. God,
It's crazy that politicians have to do that for the state of Israel in this country.
true?
Yeah, there's like
Oh, you mean the Apex stuff, or the?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but like to get any money from those
Right.
people, they have to like swear a pledge of allegiance
Right.
to fucking the state of Israel.
Yeah. There's all sorts of weird like crypto pledges like that, like the Grover Norquist thing, where it's like all the Republicans have to pledge not to raise taxes ever for any reason.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. America.
God damn.
Anyway, we landed in Orlando, and like just like it was just a sea of people like walking into each other and like completely being oblivious to everyone else. Mm-hmm. And I was just
That's also like a big city thing versus like anywhere that's not like a huge cosmopolitan.
they don't know how to walk without bumping into each other, or
Yeah, I think like people in like say Indianapolis don't know how to walk as well as like New Yorkers.
oh yeah, for sure.
So like coming
Yeah.
from London, you know, you're just like, whoa, fuck, no one's paying attention.
And I had just been in Berlin where like everyone has this sense, like everyone in Berlin yells at each other for like walking in the bike lane and shit. Like even if they're not on a bike, they'll be like, "Hey, get out of the bike lane, you idiot!" Like they all have this like weird solidarity about like the rules, and like nobody jaywalks. Like that
Oh,
cliche is all
I hate that.
real.
That's how people are in like Austin.
Yeah,
Not the same, but I don't know. I hate that. I'm like, there's no cars, just go.
yeah,
Anyway.
yeah. We went to see a friend of ours from grad school who like has dual citizenship, and she like does not have an accent when she speaks English. But it was really funny. So she would be like talking to us or whatever, and then a cyclist would come too close to her, and like in English, she's completely shy and reserved. But we would be walking. She'd be like blah 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 blah, English, 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 and then a cyclist would come too close, and she would go hello. And like she also just like gave the stink eye to everyone. It was just like she's a completely different person, and it's like, and it's not because like the languages have some essential quality. It's just like there's just a different sense of obligation to your
Right.
fellow man there, and that's like.
Next time someone's like running the light at my show or something, I'm just gonna go
Hello?
hello, hello, hello.
Yeah.
You just poured beer all over yourself. Michael just poured
It's okay.
beer.
This is Jeff Martinez's shirt.
Yeah.
He gave it to me for my
Nice.
birthday.
Oh yeah, that's a very Jeff Martinez cuff.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah.
no. The cuff is my work.
Oh, you did that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm a cuffer now.
Yeah.
I cuff.
Yeah. Good for you.
This guy cuffs.
Wait, he gave it to you for your birthday?
Yeah, he always has clothes. He like buys so much clothes. He's
got great clothes.
He's a hype beast. He
Yeah.
looks good 100% of the time.
Sometimes he looks stupid, but it's like still very cool.
But like it's clearly deliberate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you look like you're trying to look dumb. But
Yeah,
in a
I mean, he
cool
works
way.
in the music industry or whatever, so like he's just like on trend
Right.
at all times.
He's the only man who got a single earring at the age of 30, where I was like, yeah, it looks good.
no, yeah,
dumbass.
he looks awesome.
Yeah.
Was I talking to you about that? When I was in high school, I wanted to get an industrial piercing.
Wait, what is that?
It's like a bar.
It's what teenage girls do.
or right here.
Yeah, it's what teenage girls do when they want to
Oh,
make their
yeah,
moms
yeah.
mad. It's like a way to make your mom mad, but you can still get it at Claire's. Well,
Right.
you can't really get it at
No,
Claire's.
you
You have to go
can't.
to a real piercing
like
place.
they're just like a little guy that lives in your ear. And
But also, I knew
put
a
like
girl.
a pull-up bar.
Yeah,
there for 'em.
exactly.
Yeah.
I knew a girl who did one herself, but she like did it so that she just squeezed her ear together. She like made it like
The bar
her
was too
ear
short.
was closed.
Yeah.
And then it got like extremely infected, and she took it out.
My so like someone I guess it was the beginning of college because someone came through town and was like staying with a friend and like
Imagining you with an
and like and like someone came through town and she like had all of her piercing shit and like she like did piercings or whatever, and I was like, hey, could you do an industrial? And she like looks at my ears, she's like, you have the smallest ears I've ever seen in my entire
Wait,
life.
your ears?
We've had this conversation.
Oh yeah, you do have really small ears.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
dude,
I have to
whoa.
pee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one ever notices
Is Susie
until I
here?
point them out now.
Okay.
But yeah, she's like, your ears are too small. You're a freak. Your ears are too small.
Yeah, I think when I was like 15, I thought about getting a tongue piercing, and that would have been tight.
Yeah.
But other than that, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like very willing to be a complete fucking tool at that age.
Yeah, I just like, I don't know. I have this vivid memory of like someone who's like a couple years ahead of me in high school was like at the cutting edge of the the skinny jeans thing, where like the only skinny jeans you could get were literal women's jeans. And I called him girl pants all the time, and he called me mushroom head because I had a really bad haircut at the time. But like he was right, and then he was onto something, you know. I think he was probably in a screamo band or something.
Yeah, no, I mean that started like when we were pretty young.
Yeah.
I feel like it was definitely emo. It is better pants. It's a better look.
It's better pants.
It's better pants.
That should be Levi's like slogan. It's better pants, Levi's. Yeah.
No, yeah, it's a baggy clothes in the 90s. Like watching 90s movies, people look like shit.
Yeah.
And I know people always think that like about like other eras, like they look back and they're like, what were people wearing or whatever. But like there are certain eras where like people looked good.
Yeah, I'm a big believer that it's all cyclical and that it's all happened before and it will all happen again.
Yeah, the 90s, I mean, it's pretty unforgivable looks mostly.
That shit is gonna come
aside
back.
from like crop tops.
Like
crop tops were the shit.
Mom jeans are back, you know?
Uh-huh.
There's all sorts
Yeah, I
of
remember when they started coming back, being like, "Why does everyone's butt look long?"
Yeah,
now everyone has a longer ass.
I think that like the low rise era was criminal, like because like I don't know, high waisted pants look so much fucking better on women and make a butt look good, and it like.
I mean, I think that now, but when they like came out, I was like, "What?" Because I was used to.
Yeah, you're just like
it's all social programming.
You're like,
anyway.
who is this Steve Urkel ass bitch?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Fashion is dumb.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wearing a fucking beater. I don't really give a shit. So.
I don't think omitting the word wife makes it better.
Yeah.
When to call it a beater.
I mean, if I said tank top, you wouldn't understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're right. It's ribbed for those of you at home, for your pleasure.
Yeah, Luke always calls them wife huggers, and I'm like, that's not even any better.
What are they called if not WBs? What do we call them?
They're what was the WB frog's name?
the tap dancing one, like the kind of weirdly somehow
like hello
racist
my baby,
frog.
hello my darling, hello my ragtime girl.
Right. Yeah.
Michigan J Frog.
Michigan J Frog. Yeah.
I'm just gonna start calling them Michigan J Frogs.
How you feeling?
Your bidet, like my asshole.
Did it get your asshole?
No, I had to like sit up on it like this.
Okay.
Because at first when I did it, it was like on my back, like my asshole.
How is that possible?
Well, it didn't go up, but like my asshole sits way farther up than yours does. I guess I don't know. I think I just have a bigger ass, so the asshole's like more. Anyway, if I'd positioned my asshole on it from the beginning, knowing where the water was going to shoot, I think it'd be fine. I think I'd just sit farther up on a toilet.
Yeah, I think that's probably right.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's a good bidet. I like it. It's not ours is too strong. Like ours, you have to go low because if you go high, it'll feel like I'm being hit in the ass with a knife.
I somehow haven't used either of your bidets.
You can go do that.
Ours is we have two bathrooms.
After you can just go in and masturbate
I just
and then just use it for fun.
Give it a.
All right, I might do that.
Yeah. Benjamin's feeling sinister for reasons.
Yeah.
For what reasons?
We're not sinister.
No, he's feeling frisky. He's horny as fuck.
Frisky is
as usual.
That makes it creepier though.
We were all so horny last night. We were all very horny, I feel, but mostly Benjamin because he was on drugs.
Wait, who
Benjamin came over to our house. Jeff, me, and Benjamin.
We
were all talking about sex because all of our other friends left to go have group sex together. And then
this is true.
Yeah.
Who was it, Paul?
So I did not do drugs last night.
Ooh.
And I did not do drugs last night, and but Benjamin did, and we were all at the same bar, and then a bunch of people who, have sex together sometimes left and did that, and then Benjamin was like, give us a ride home, give me a ride home, and then we all ended up hanging out, and it was super fun, but we just talked about sex the entire time. Like, I don't think there was any, there was never a glimmer of we're all gonna have sex with each other, but we just all were talking about sex.
Also, that's not any different than our normal.
That's true, but I think we were more specific. Maybe I'm wrong. I was super drunk, but I hit that sweet spot where I was actually drinking water, and I only had I can actually count the number of drinks I had, and I actually like felt great this morning.
When you can keep track, it's always pretty good.
It's always pretty good if you can keep track. Even because I had 9 drinks over the course of 8 hours, which is actually not that bad because we stayed up till 5, so that's why. Yeah. But like towards the end of the night, I was barely drinking, and so I had and I ate a bunch of cheese. So I'm like, okay, I figured it out. All I have to do is like be remotely conscious of what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because like when I first got to 12 Mile, I took a shot at tequila and I was like, you know what? I don't want to just not remember tonight and have a terrible time. So anyway.
Yeah. I had like 3 drinks.
Did you feel terrible
What
today?
were you on?
Molly.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Also, I like immediately like ran 5 miles.
Oh,
so,
nice, smart.
You know, it was like serotonin could use some of that.
What made you horny since then? Sorry.
You're a fucking snitch.
What? It's relevant. Like I think that if you're gonna masturbate in my house, Mary Devin is entitled to know.
I also
agree.
didn't jerk off in your house.
Not yet.
You offered. Thank you. I appreciate that, but I'm not going to.
I think that he will.
I'm not gonna. I got a show right after this, you know. Fucking,
You gotta have that libidinal energy.
Yeah, dude.
On stage,
fucking.
so that you can yell at people.
I gotta harness my chi, man. God, those guys are fucking worse.
What the harness? Oh, the
People that believe that
no-fat
like
people?
no fat that like somehow they're gonna be like better at life if they just like never feel good.
Yeah, it lowers testosterone. It lowers bone density. Don't masturbate. Don't do it.
Wait, it lowers your testosterone if you don't.
That's what they say. It's all snake oil shit.
I mean, testosterone's like bad too, right?
Yeah, I mean it's bad, but it's good for some people.
Doesn't it like kill you?
If you take supplements, it'll raise your blood pressure for sure. But it also make you fucking ripped. You'll just look like you have rosacea and you'll be buff. Like what's wrong with that? And then you'll die at 50. So sounds great.
That sounds actually kind of all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a guy. What's
This
his name?
is totally derailed now because I'm sending this text message. So
Yeah. Oh yeah. MD also just like
I completely
dissociated.
Avery Moore responded to one of my tweets, so I had to stop listening to y'all to respond to her because I love her so much. She said, "My brain."
Even though she did not want to do this podcast even a little bit.
Yeah, but that's okay because she was only in New Orleans for one day, so she didn't. I respect that.
Yeah.
I would so much rather someone be like, "No, I don't want to do that," than like come on and be like, "I wish I hadn't done that," because that's what I would do.
Totally.
Yeah. So, because also we threw it on her like very last minute.
Yeah.
she comes through like fairly often too. We should definitely, if she's here for
If
longer.
she's here for longer, but like if I'm visiting a place, I don't want to do a podcast.
Yeah, for like 4 hours.
If I'm in a place for 4 hours.
Plus, she was
I'm not
like
gonna
with
do a podcast.
Zach too. So it's
Yeah.
like,
God, that was, I can't say what happened because it involves, anyway, the point is, Zach was trying to pay for our stuff, and I was like, no, you can't. And he was, I don't know. Anyway, I was very, very high and drunk, and Zach was trying to pay for our stuff at Lost Love, and I was like, no, you can't. And he was like, I'm a really rich drug dealer. Just let me pay for it. And I was like, because I didn't understand why he was so emphatic. And then he was just very childish, just like, I'm so rich. Just let me.
Please.
I'm so rich.
it was
I
really
can't put this in a bank because they'll arrest me.
Just let me spend it on your cheesesteak.
Yeah.
That sucked.
This money is useless to me.
We didn't say his last name. We can put that on. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it was cute watching 2 people with way more money than me be like, no, you get the bill. No, you get the bill. No, please, it's on. No, or I'll get the bill. Whatever.
Well, Zach.
But I was just happy that either one of you was good because I snuck in on that too.
You already paid. Well, that's the. Okay, here's the other thing that complicated it. You had already paid me for your food in cash.
Oh, I don't remember.
And so I was
that.
like, Benjamin already paid me for his food in cash, so I have to pay for the whole thing because I'm too fucked up to do math.
Right.
And he's like, I don't care, just keep that. And I was like, I can't make money off of someone else's food. That's no, just let me pay for it. The whole bill was $38. It was not crazy.
Yeah.
Like, and Benjamin had paid me like 20, so it was like fine.
I mean, everyone was extremely stoned.
So stoned.
Yeah.
So fucking stoned.
Where were you?
Including
were
the
at Lost
bartender.
Love.
So it was, the bartender was so
Oh my
stoned.
god, that fucking awesome little pixie guy
Yeah,
who
so
came
he was
out with
like-
his like cock out.
He
like,
was just hanging out with us
But in
for
a
way
nice
too
way.
long.
He
Yeah,
was
no,
like-
he didn't have his cock out. He was wearing leggings.
This isn't
But he-
ponytail,
you
is
could
it?
No, no, no,
see-
no.
I fucking
You
hate
could
that
see
guy.
I
his
don't know
whole
him.
dick.
No, this guy was
and
an
it was still
actual
endearing somehow.
human angel.
Okay.
A living angel, if you will.
So he had the outline.
Yeah.
Yeah,
More than an
absolutely.
outline. You could see the head and the shaft.
He had a bas relief.
Yeah.
Or
No.
the opposite.
It
of
was
that.
like
Yeah.
the Han Solo, like when he's like in like the
I could
carbonite
sketch
or
his
whatever.
nude
It was
dick
like
right
that,
now.
but
Yeah.
his cock.
How was it?
It was good.
It was normal.
Did it have
was
a
like
ring?
a normal dick.
I love dicks, though.
Was it a
so-
normal
I mean,
flaccid one?
Yeah. Yeah, it was normal.
I'm sorry.
He
Go on.
smoked. He smoked.
You just sold yourself out. Your whole act is hating dicks.
Yeah.
I hate sucking dicks.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And I hate when people pretend that their dicks are harder than they are.
Yeah.
But I love hard dicks. And I've said that in my act, how I'm like, a good morning dick when they just jerk themselves off. Yeah. I love a hard dick. I
Alright.
hate a dick that's
you
temperamental.
like dick, you hate work.
Yeah, but I,
No,
also,
that's
I hate work that
Yeah.
insults me.
That is socialist dick loving right there.
I deserve hard dick with no work. It's
You're
a
right.
basic human right.
Yeah.
we all do.
We believe in the redistribution of hard dick.
Today, when I was trying to have sex with Jeff, which we didn't because we had to get to, we slept too late and had to go to the crawfish boil. But I was pretending to interview his penis with a tiny microphone, and I was making it do stuff because it was hard. And I was like, he'd be like, "Well," and like, oh, it was so much fun. Anyway, we have a
Oh
good
man,
time.
that's
It
really
was-
cute.
That is delightful.
Wait, like it was like late night or like it was a podcast?
It was like he was being bombarded outside of leaving a venue. Like his dick was famous, and I was like, "Excuse me, Dick.
Oh,
What do you
paparazzi.
have to say about this?" Yes, paparazzi. I forgot the name, but I was like, "What do you have to say about the fact that you haven't fucked Mary Devon in 1 week?" It's just like, "Well, I've been really tired recently, and the crawfish is going to make it so I can't get hard until tomorrow."
Wait,
It was
what?
the sodium.
Oh, is that true?
Jeff's dick is very, very fickle.
Okay.
Like I feel like he
fickle
can't.
pickle.
Well, also he drinks during crawfish boils, but like
I think that's probably. It's probably
Yeah.
not the salt.
I don't know.
It's probably
salt
the
fucks me
14
up.
beers.
The salt fucks me up. Like, look how. Do you see how swollen my
Yes,
hands are?
salt has effects.
But it
I'm not saying it
makes
doesn't have
harder,
effects.
But it makes it harder for your blood to circulate, right? No.
It raises your blood pressure.
So
I
it would
don't
make
think-
your
Which
dick
should make
harder.
it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think.
I don't know. I've never
All right.
like worried about my salt intake.
Oh.
Also, with his dick and like the like paparazzi thing, I just imagined you like frog marching like Jeff's dick out like for the crime of like not fucking.
no, it was
Everyone
we had a
just
good time.
snapping pics.
The only way.
He's like trying to put a little hood over. I mean, is he circumcised? I don't know. Probably.
He's circumcised. Yeah.
The only way that salt contributes to not getting a bone is if it damages your arteries so bad
Oh, damn.
You just did that
from high blood
research.
pressure. Yeah, absolutely. I need to know because I have a salt tooth, and if it jeopardizes my business,
Your business.
I want to know.
Well, then you would know if it did.
Well, I mean, it clearly does. So
Yeah.
I just have to. I mean, I'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
I do have high blood pressure though, so I gotta.
Jeff has high blood pressure too.
Yeah.
I haven't been to the doctor in 45 years.
Yeah.
so.
But like if we have like a big meal, I guess it's not salt. It's just like consuming a shit ton of food more than anything.
Yeah.
Like if we have like a big meal, he will not be able to fuck until the next day.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking when you're too full is not great anyway.
Yeah, I can do it, but I also I demand to be extremely lazy during sex.
Yeah.
So it's very easy for me because I have to do no work.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of sex, so our sex life is pretty fucking good, but I started reading Mating in Captivity. Are you familiar with this?
No.
Do you know who Esther Perel is? Esther Perel. She has a
No.
podcast called Where Should We Begin? She's
Oh,
like
I
a
should listen to
French, like self-helpy sex person. And basically her whole thing is like people want security from long-term relationships. They want to feel like it's not up in the air. Like they want to feel like they've locked someone down or whatever. And that is like completely the opposite of what makes people horny.
That makes sense.
And so she's all about like distance and like instability. And
Oh yeah, you gotta fuck like you got something to prove.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, I
What
think
better way to have something to prove?
I just force desire because I've recognized that. So I just like make myself get horny, and then like once we're actually having sex, I like it. Does that make sense?
It's like it's kind of like the step one, do something. Step two, question mark, question mark, question mark. Step three, profit. Like how do you make yourself horny?
Well, because you like, I guess I'm not. It's not like I wait. Oh well, I'm always horny in the mornings, which is good. But that's why I like make sure that we have sex in the mornings.
Yeah.
Like I like because if I or
Plus, just with that, like y'all's schedule, like
it makes more sense.
You don't have to go to work like right away, and he works from home,
and he works from home.
Morning sex is awesome.
Morning sex is the only sex we have unless we're both extremely drunk, and then we have the best sex of our lives because we both last forever and
are uninhibited.
Yeah, but like that happens like once a month. Mostly it's morning sex.
Yeah.
But I agree though, like the desire where it feels like if the person doesn't fuck you, you'll kill yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? That like horrible anxiety.
Yes, the best.
Yeah.
Yep.
We have not had that in years.
That's the brain drugs. You should. Okay, so one of the things. So it's like extremely corny that I'm talking about this because it's basically a self-help book. Mm-hmm. But one of the things that she talks about is like the easiest way to create this instability is just to realize that your relationship is way more fragile than you want to believe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you just have to...
Wait, that's exactly why it makes me so horny when we talk about fucking other people.
Yeah.
That's why just talking about it feels like all that we
Gives
need.
you something to prove, as Benjamin would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah, it's a good book. And it's like well written. It doesn't make me cringe. It only makes me cringe like once every 25 pages, which for a self-help book is incredible.
Yeah. Also, for you, I'm sure you're a lot more critical. I bet it would not make someone who does not write things cringe.
I'm a real dickhead. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I don't think you're a dickhead. I just think you're a writer.
I wasn't digging. It's just I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, self-help, I feel like, falls into a completely different category, though.
What do you mean?
For, like, judging it on, like, a stylistic content.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
I don't know why I'm wearing these. It's 7 p.m. It's 6:28. But
I remember what I was going to say. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. I guess
I don't need sunglasses.
But I do look better, so I'm going to keep them on.
You look the same.
Ouch. Ouch. You're telling me when I have sunglasses and an unlit cigarette hanging out of my mouth, I don't look like a 10? Is that what you're telling me?
Michael's extremely good at talking with an unlit cigarette hanging out of his mouth.
You
don't have an unlit cigarette hanging out of your mouth, but you do have
I was very good at smoking.
Hair, like underneath your lip.
Oh, that I missed?
That you missed.
Yeah, I just shaved my beard.
That I've been fixated on the whole time we've been hanging out.
No.
Yeah. No, let her do it. Let her do it.
Fuck no.
I have tweezers.
No. I don't want to get an ingrown hair for no fucking reason.
Oh my god! I put a nose trimmer in my nostrils, and I have no nose hair anymore.
Wait! Oh my god, that's amazing!
It's insane. I hate it.
It's like
snot just comes out of my nose. So
I looked at it and I just like saw a shorn vagina.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I gave my nose a Brazilian. I have no boogers just come out. And
you should use that.
And I've been like, so okay. The reason I did it was that I always have nose hairs, and there's been 2 instances where it was deeply hurtful when they were acknowledged. One was when Jeff and I were at a restaurant, and the waitress, like, we both just looked at the waitress's ass, and I was like, the waitress has an amazing ass. And then Jeff immediately says, yeah, you have a nose hair hanging. And I think I've already told that story on this podcast.
Damn, Romeo.
But it was deeply hurtful. And then he was like, no, I didn't mean to say it to be mean. I just noticed it. And I was like,
that
you should
terrible
have waited 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Given it 5.
So just to go...
And Isaac Cazell, during the roast show we were on, said... During mid-roast, he was like, holy shit, I just realized that you have 2 nose hairs hanging out right now. It looks like you do your coke off a barbershop floor.
Yeah, that was funny as
incredible.
fuck.
It was funny as fuck.
Do you think he actually ad-libbed it, or do you think he wrote
I think so. If he didn't ad-lib it, he ad-libbed it 10 minutes before.
Yeah. That's incredible. That's
Yeah.
a very good one.
It was very good because we both wrote our jokes about each other on the spot.
Yeah.
Because we like made it into the last round of a roast show. Anyway, after that, I was like, okay, I'm going to use Jeff's nose hair trimmer, and now I have no nose hair.
Can I borrow it?
Yeah, sure. I cleaned it afterwards.
Bring it next podcast.
Okay.
I have the worst nose hair.
Let me see. Yeah, you have a lot.
Yeah.
I have none now.
I just take a scissors up there and just kind of clip
Yeah,
away.
I used to pluck it, but I could never get it all. So
Yeah.
I would like pluck it, and then it
Plucking
would
is
just
terrible.
a
Then you get
new
an
one would
ingrown-
just replace the one hanging
Right.
out.
It's like a hydra.
Yeah, exactly.
But so to go back to morning sex, I just want to tell one story, which is that back during my like have sex with one new person every 2 weeks phase, which where I racked up my numbers. Otherwise, I would be very Benjamin. Like I had like a phase.
Don't use my name as an adjective to
for
describe
someone who
not
doesn't
fucking.
fuck.
Yeah, dude.
But so
How dare you, motherfucker?
But anyway, so like I
Benjamin fucks. Just
I went. He definitely fucks. I went on a date with someone, and then
Neither of you have seen me fuck. I could be lying about all of this.
Went on a date with someone.
I've seen you dance.
Went on a date with someone. Took her home to my mom's house, different person from the previous episode.
Your poor mother.
Dude, she was just like, I think that we had an arrangement where it was like on the weekend she slept at her boyfriend's house.
Okay.
Like,
all
but
right.
it was implicit.
When you said we had an arrangement, I was like, I'm done with this whole fucking podcast.
I had an arrangement with mommy. But so...
Wait, what did you think he meant? That he fucked his mom?
Or that, like, you were scheduling fucking with your mom.
Seeking arrangement. No, I would not want to do that. Wait, don't go. I need to... Oh, you're just going to the thing. So, but anyway, so I... When I was someone got super drunk, then took her home to my mom's house, and then we had sex, and then in the morning we had sex again, and then after we had sex in the morning, she said, "Oh, like that was actually fun." Like that was my come to Jesus moment. Like I'm getting too drunk on my OkCupid dates.
Yeah,
or whatever.
for sure. Yeah, no, morning sex is way better, and morning sex, even when I was having casual sex, when the guy didn't kick me out, it was always way better. Man, I think the most humiliating sexual experience I ever had. Was I was like, okay, I'm hot. I'll fuck a 21-year-old when I was 25. I think I've already said this. The guy who asked me to finger his asshole.
I don't remember this.
His name, he had a bougie yacht name. I'll say that. He was a Tulane student, and he had a bougie yacht name, and he was 21 and I was 25.
Howlin' Oates.
It was like something like that. I mean, honestly, I should just say it, right? It's just his first name, Grayson.
That's the worst name.
So I don't even know if we had intercourse. So he picked me up. He was so cute. Mm-hmm. He was... Wait, are you going to make fun of me saying intercourse?
No.
Okay. He was the cutest...
But thanks for the idea.
Yeah. The cutest person, and like way too hot for me in my mind. Although looking back, I was so hot at that time.
Yeah.
I wish I was not so fucking stupid. But anyway,
You're still
so thank you, Michael. But I was also much hotter when I was 25. But we met up at Snake and Jake's very late. I knew we were gonna have sex, so
that
we go
place
back.
is fucking hell.
I like Snake and Jake's,
love Snake and Jake's,
but you have to know what you're going into, and you have to have a plan, and you can't meet someone there on a first date to fuck them.
I only went there when I like immediately landed in New Orleans. I didn't really even know what I was doing.
No, you have to know what you're doing.
Yeah, meeting someone at Snake and Jake's for a first date is a absolute power move. That is max confidence because that is where you go to fuck.
To fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I knew we were going to fuck because we were meeting at midnight from the internet. So
was it like, was it one of these things that where it was like
we had said we were going to meet up all night, and finally he responded at 11 or something.
Oh, okay. What I was going to say was like sometimes like you get to the point where you're making the date, and then you just make the date for that night.
For that night,
you know,
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
was it
yeah.
one of those, or
I
have
don't
you
remember.
been playing? Okay, whatever.
I wish I could access my OkCupid profile because it's probably, you know what? If anyone saw it, I'd shoot myself in the head. But
What was your username?
I don't remember, but it was, oh God. I really don't remember. Anyway, but it was probably attached to my LSU email account because I still had access to it for like 2 years after LSU, I think. Mm-hmm. Anyway, because it's definitely not attached to my current email account. But we met up. We had a great time. We made out in the car, go back to his house, which is on Fraternity Row. He was not in a fraternity, but he lived by all the fraternities. And then he asked me to finger his asshole, and I was like, okay. And then I did, and then he came, and then he was like, okay, I'm done.
I'm done?
And he didn't say that. He just went to sleep.
That's like what a little kid says when they take a shit and they need you to wipe his ass.
But he was just like, okay, it's over. And then I went to bed, and then I started snoring, and he kicked me out of his house. And then he told me...
Grayson.
And then he told me, I thought that since you were bisexual, because you say what you are on OkCupid, he was like, I thought since you were bisexual, you'd be okay with the butt stuff. And I was like, how does that make any sense whatsoever? Like, why do you think that since I like fucking women, I'd be okay with fingering your asshole? It's not, Anyway, it was a weird dumb...
He was on the cutting edge of butt
Wait,
stuff.
you don't come out of that story looking bad, though.
No, of course not.
I mean, it's pretty embarrassing when you get kicked out of a house of someone whose asshole you just fingered, and you didn't come because you were snoring too loud.
That's not you. He's still the asshole. He's still the villain of this story.
Still the
His
villain.
name is Grayson.
I know. He's such an asshole.
Yeah.
But
he was hot, apparently.
He was extremely cute. Like, he was way cuter than, like, what I was used to. Man, I had sex with some really fratty losers just because it made me feel very, very validated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still feel like that's unfair to say it's embarrassing, though. I mean, I guess if you felt embarrassed, so it's fair.
Wouldn't you feel embarrassed if you had like, a sexual experience with someone who was then repulsed by you and made you leave their house for snoring?
if they were, I don't know, if they were an asshole, I would just think they were an asshole.
Yeah.
No, that's not how it works. At least when I was 25.
I hooked up with someone who had sleep apnea, and I let her sleep.
Yeah, because you're a good person.
That's what I'm saying. He's an asshole.
Yeah.
You're fine in this story.
Yeah, I do snore really, really loud.
Oh, okay. Maybe you need a CPAP machine.
Because like
No,
every
my dad has
decent
one.
dude's most like embarrassing like sex story is just like I couldn't get it up and it sucked. Yeah, which is embarrassing. Yeah,
It is embarrassing. Although I was just saying last night, I think that like every man needs, or anyone who fucks people that have pussies needs a Hitachi as like a backup generator.
Yeah.
some women don't like vibrators though.
That's true.
Well, sure, but that's why you have it as a backup.
I truly believe they thought they were making a neck massager. I really do. It was like the 70s.
My antidepressant.
Yeah, because it's not like
it's
like
not
visually, it's not appealing.
It looks like a
at all.
baseball bat.
Yeah,
Yeah, it doesn't look like a penis.
I mean, it looks
I've
like
seen a
it
couple
looks like
like
a,
that.
a microphone for a giant.
Yeah, it does look like a microphone. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also do. Oh my God, that's another thing I do to Jeff. I plug it in and I try to interview him and then turn it on.
Like while he's responding.
No, he's like, stop it, because he hates it so much. I also try to touch his balls with it all the time. I'm gonna go to jail for admitting that I rape Jeff all the time.
Oh god.
I mean,
If this is
whatever.
what
I'm
gets-
coming to your defense as if it's that funny. Come on.
It's extremely funny. It's extremely funny every time. And I rarely actually touch his face.
Either like your relationship will be a fairy tale where it's just like happily ever after, or he's gonna be talking about you in therapy in 5 years.
Either way, I mean,
Just totally traumatized.
You know what, though? I
you
think
are a lot to deal with. Jeff should go to therapy.
they're usually
Just,
okay.
You know.
Yeah.
Usually the guys I date are okay. And
Most of them made it.
Most of them made it out fine. They're doing fine. And they are still nice to me. So I saw Lath the other day when I was flyering. He was like, "Hey, MD." And then I said hi, and he just laughed like there was something funny about that. And I was like, it's not weird. We're just saying hello to each other.
Yeah.
And then he biked away. But he doesn't hate me anymore, so that's good.
Yeah. I don't know. It does seem he was trying to prank you by saying hello, so maybe there's some tension there.
Yeah, but then the last time I saw him before this, he asked me if he could hang out with my parents. So I think that,
Yeah.
but he's not lonely anymore. He has a girlfriend
Oh,
now.
cool.
Yeah, he's doing well.
Good for the lad.
Yeah, good for him.
That'd be a weird thing to explain to your girlfriend that you want to go hang out with your ex's parents.
He was probably.
I love Susanna's parents, and I like actually. This isn't. I'll come back.
You were just
to
on
it.
a trip with them, yeah.
Yeah, at dinner, like it was me and Susanna and her sister and her parents for a while, and then her sister left, and like the vibe got a lot more intimate because it was just that critical mass of like everyone's having the same conversation instead of like two conversations going on at the same
Right.
time. And like at one point I was drunk. They like plied me with martinis, and I was like, I am so jealous of Susanna for having this family, and I cried.
Oh,
So I understand the impulse. Yeah.
that's so sweet.
It's a good ass family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lath actually has a pretty good family. I mean, he's got like two good families that all know each other.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think his stepmom might be dead. She had Huntington's.
Fuck. That is rough.
She was losing her mind when we were dating.
That is extremely rough.
I know, it was really, really
Wait,
rough.
what relative is this?
His stepmom.
Shit.
But his mom was friends with her. So his mom was friends
Amazing.
with his stepmom.
I love people.
So I was
They're capable
I know.
of anything.
I know. It was really, really sweet. They live, like, I was over there at his mom's farm, and his crazy stepmom came over, and she was, like, in the middle of a
Right.
whack-a-doody time, and because, her brain is rotting. And his mom was just extremely nice and, like, extremely, like, when she was saying things that were, like, overly sharing, she would, like, redirect and not, like... Anyway, they're friends, and his dad and his mom are friends, even though they had an extremely bad divorce. But like, they're all very good people.
Yeah.
Very
Man,
good
if they
people.
just rebranded like Alzheimer's and Huntington's as like wackadoodle,
Wackadoody.
everyone would have such a better time dealing with it.
Dude, that
Yeah,
plot line in House, did you watch House?
No.
I think one of the protagonists is like worried she has Huntington's or something. I remember. House taught me a lot about neurodegenerative illnesses that I'm now terrified about.
What's happening with you right now?
What did I do?
I don't. You were just like not.
You're
breathing.
burping. Are you burping?
Yeah, I was burping.
Okay, so you're burping, but it seemed like you were having a stroke.
It seemed like I was like having
Started talking about
Huntington's.
degenerative diseases, and then your face kind of
Also-
like couldn't like find the microphone.
I really don't want anyone to think that we think that Huntington's is not serious. But tell me what the actual disease was on House.
I mean,
whatever.
Yeah, no, it's extremely serious. It's just like,
It's like
you
one
have
of-
to laugh about like how fucking horrible.
I think
Exactly.
anyone who's actually like been close to like someone who's experienced like horrible, slow, like
Yeah.
medical shit that is going to
Degenerative.
kill them.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't laugh, you're fucked.
yeah.
Yeah,
You're totally fucked.
yeah.
Like things can be serious and you can laugh at them. It's
Right, I
fucking,
know,
like,
but I
whatever.
personally haven't. Did I say personally? Probably,
Mm-hmm.
but I have not actually lost anyone to any neurodegenerative disorder besides Parkinson's, and he was old as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but Huntington's is a lot more tragic than Parkinson's, except for early onset Parkinson's, which is so fucked up.
Yeah, Huntington's is one of these. Do you know fatal familial insomnia?
Oh God, yeah.
Are you familiar with this?
It's
Is that
so
where
horrible. It's when
people,
you
like-
just can't sleep and then you fucking die,
Yeah, you die of not being able to sleep.
and you really can't sleep.
But it doesn't come on until your 40s, like Huntington's, and so like you've already had kids and passed it on to them.
Oh, so they know.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
yeah. Or I mean, I think it's probably like
it probably skips.
like a 50-50, or no, I think it's a 50-50 chance or something like that.
Man, god damn it.
I know.
Wait, but what did the lady in House actually have?
I don't remember.
Oh,
I don't want to spoil it.
I mean, I think House is over, right?
No, they're gonna do it a crossover with the Avengers
I didn't watch TV before.
before what?
Before like I started dating Jeff, I didn't watch TV consistently. I need to stop looking at my phone. I can't think about anything. Sorry.
You can just share it with the class.
Look how fat I look in every photo of me. I look like Shane. That was almost mean. I look like. You don't think every photo I'm in with Jeff's family, I look insanely fat. And I think it's because they're all very short, and so the angle is really, really bad. Anyway.
I had an extremely stupid thought recently, which was that like women right now women like my age are extremely lucky because they came up during the like Kate Moss super skinny heroin thing, and then thickness became in vogue as they got old, as they like reached their 30s.
No, you're completely wrong.
Well, that's why I said it was a stupid thing. Give me some credit for self-awareness.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
No, you're right that you were wrong.
Yeah.
But like, I think it's cool that thickness is like a thing. Like, I definitely think it's cool that when I'm dancing to like Lizzo songs and she's like, all the thick girls down on the floor, I'm like, am I thick? And like, the goal is to be thick, not to be
Right.
skinny.
Yeah.
Like, same with Nicki Minaj. Like, when she's like, fuck you if you skinny, bitches, what? Here! That's like my favorite. Anyway, I love the song Anaconda so much. I love Nicki Minaj. It sucks that she's such a fucking pathetic ass bitch now that she's old and won't just like let other people have their time. But anyway, Nicki Minaj is pathetic, but she's amazing. But I love her. But she's fucking pathetic. And Anaconda is an amazing song. And I think it's great that I'm like, am I thick? But also I think thick means like small waist, big ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
That's
no
why-
one,
that's
no one
why
who's saying
it
thick
felt
is
dumb to me.
no one who's saying thick is talking about someone who has like a gut and like a medium ass and like kind of small breasts.
Right.
No one's thinking of us except for maybe Lizzo, who. But then it's almost better, honestly. Like it's almost better to be fat than it is to just like be a thin lady with like a huge gut. Like in terms of like cultural acceptance, like no one's rallying for them.
What's the name of the?
No one's rallying for the barrel ass belly skinny leg ladies.
What's the name of the character in Willy Wonka who turns into a blueberry?
Oh, Violet. Wait, what's her last name? You're turning Violet. Violet.
Right. I'm just picturing her like dancing to Lizzo. Like finally, my time just blue as hell, rolling around on the floor. Finally, she's telling me to do what I'm already doing because my feet don't reach the floor.
Augustus Gloop gets in the action like, finally. I will shark chocolate and I will jiggle.
Yeah.
Oh man! So tell us more about London and Germany.
It was fine. We walked so much that I hurt my feet hurt still.
Yeah.
And I don't know. We drank a lot. We saw some shit. I didn't go to the Tate Modern.
That's the one thing I've done that you haven't done.
That's the one thing I wanted.
I did that shit too.
Hell yeah.
Whatever. Contemporary art is bullshit. But
I love contemporary art.
well, clearly you're a more refined person.
I'm very refined. I'm very smart.
No, I love installation art, and it's just that most of it is so stupid.
I agree.
I've been telling Susanna that she should ghostwrite people's artist statements, because artist statements are the worst part of contemporary art. They're so bad. They're so bad.
Is there a market for that?
I mean, I feel like there must be. Like, you don't go to the artists because they're mostly broke, but you go to the galleries.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, like, if your artist statements suck ass, like, I understand art and I'm a writer. Like,
yeah.
I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah, I've got no opinion on that whatsoever.
What time do you have to get out of here, Benjamin?
Not for a while. We're good.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I'm not in a rush whatsoever.
I'm not either. I feel like I have
I
so
can
much
bike to
stuff I
Always
wanna...
in like 5 minutes.
Okay, what time do you have to be there, though? 7:35?
Yes, yeah, 7:35.
Cool. And Paul has the ice cream?
Yep.
Cool. Is it going to be strawberry again? Is he going to suck ass?
Are you on the show?
No. I'm going to go watch. Jeff's doing the Ripoff Show tonight.
So you're going to watch and then go meet him up?
Yeah, Jeff does a show called The Ripoff Show every third Thursday of the month.
Oh, you're making up for the thing about the dick.
It's also,
he'll like it all because
it's also on Saturdays, not Thursdays.
Not Thursdays. My show's on Thursdays. Damn
You just plugged your show. You horrible bitch.
Oh, I'm so stupid.
Man. Yeah, dude, Jeff, therapy.
I'm
is
still
for you.
I'm still of the opinion that of like reducing the harm that your drinking does, but I will say that after a bottle of Vino Verde, you are in the best mood.
It's not just that. It's because I wasn't hungover and it was day drinking and we had an actual good day. Like, it was like actually like a very like wholesome, fun day with like, I don't know, I felt like no one was like weird or talked about politics or anything. I got to hang out with like really yatty women, which I always love.
Yeah.
You know what
Being drunk around children is good.
It's so much fun. Also, Jeff's nephew finally like was like, "May Devin," and like I taught him how to feed the chickens and like
said your name?
Yeah.
Like M apostrophe Devin?
Medevin, yeah. And he called, and Jeff couldn't hear him, but he goes, "Hey, Jeff." And it was really sweet because he knows our names now.
That's
and
nice.
he always kind of knew our names.
Yeah.
Like, if he saw a picture of us, he would be like, this. Mary Devin was a little harder. He calls his sister, whose name is Evangeline, Baljean.
Baljean?
Baljean. Or it's like Baljean.
Yeah, that runs in my family.
What? Oh, Baljeans. I feel like I'm talking.
That runs in my pants. Bulging. All right.
No, it was like just a really good day. I listened to a man named Ralph tell me the same story about, he was like, "Mary Devin, let me talk to you about the Bywater." And he grew up in there. He's like, "When I grew up, it was just the lower 9th Ward. And now it's horrible. Like, it's always just like how bad." And he was like, "What's the attraction there?" And I was like, "I don't know. A lot of people rent there because it's like still kind of affordable, and then like wealthier people own houses there, and then there's like bars and restaurants." But the thing is, he doesn't actually want to know. He just wants to complain about it, which is so funny because his politics probably would end up supporting gentrification. So I'm just like, I don't understand what your crux is, because I agree with you.
Yeah.
I wish everything that was a working class neighborhood never like pushed working class people out of it, but also like I know that your politics do support that, and you just hate white people in pajama pants. Because he always tells the same anecdote about when they tried to go to Elizabeth's for brunch, and he said there were all these young people there that looked like they were wearing pajamas, and I just thought, why aren't they at work?
Every generation thinks the next generation is wearing pajamas to class.
Everyone.
And I think that
this generation's wearing pajamas.
I mean,
I'm so glad it's yoga pants now. I'm like, I love your cute little butts. Good for you. Yeah, you're looking great.
But that like sort of contempt for the bywater is so much better than some of my relatives who like used to work at, I think it was an aluminum plant or something in the bywater. And my uncle was basically like, yeah, so I would just like drive to work and then jump out of my car and roll into the plant and just let my car roll wherever. Like, I mean, obviously he didn't do that, but that was like the level of fear he had. So whatever. Yeah.
Man,
I mean, and what's hilarious
It's
is
so
that Kyle thought we were. Kyle was like, "You live in the hood, dude." And it's just like
Kyle Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he hasn't been in this area, I guess, as much since it, because it was the hood like
except
6
he
years
has,
ago.
because I've been hanging out with him here for 5 years.
Well, I mean,
so.
that was also in the context
there's like
of
a
him.
bunch of different shows down here.
Yeah,
and like
I know.
have been. I don't know.
Yeah, but like Bar Redux is, I don't know, I guess like residential. In New Orleans, it's always been like there are the like main streets and then there's like the residential streets and like they change block to block.
It's like it's socioeconomically integrated in a very weird way where it's just like these extremely segregated neighborhoods, but like right next to each other.
Right next to each other,
and it's just
yeah.
like it's like kind of checkered.
It is,
or whatever.
yeah. And that's how New Orleans has always been. And honestly, like that was not ideal, but it's a lot fucking better than everything being Sidney Torres's house.
Which everything will be when he
Yeah.
gets elected mayor, which he will do.
Oh God, I have to pee. I'm gonna try to.
You should.
No, I think he's too hated.
You should kill him and then take over his
Pretend to be
identity.
him.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
You are way better than him.
I've already thought about it. It's weird because it seems like there are like people who like have been here a long time who like still have like fond memories of him like trying to like help the city like
Right.
after the hurricane.
Yeah.
But god damn, like
That dude sucks.
yeah, such a piece of shit. I hope someone murders him.
All right. That's not a call to action, but it's just a hope.
Yeah, you know.
I
I
think
just
he's
wish
also-
that would happen.
Do you know how tall he is? He seems also like he's a shorter king.
Yeah, probably.
Do you know Djibouti?
Did I tell you about on Mardi Gras when I saw someone who was like had like a fake like mustache goatee thing and their hair pulled back and they were wearing like a tight little shirt and I was certain that they were dressed as Sidney Torres and I thought it was a hilarious costume and I went up to him and I was like, oh my god, that's so funny, Sidney Torres. And then he threw a bunch of glitter on me and he was Salt Bae.
He was Salt Bae. Yeah. That's extremely funny.
Dude, there's so many fucking horrible people that like I know like in their day-to-day lives think that they're like against gentrification, that are against that like affordable housing being put up like in the bywater and that park that nobody fucking uses because all there is like one like tire swing.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. People just once it actually affects their like immediate lives, everything they believe just drops out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
There was like some ad some photographer did where it's like, come, let me take your picture and we'll tell the story of this park. It's like, fuck off.
Right. Just NIMBYism.
Yeah. NIMBYism, but for like an area that you shouldn't even claim.
Right. Did you start wearing your hair in a side braid after
I'll tell you
we
when I do this.
complimented it?
Well, first of all,
Complimented you?
obviously not because it had to be in a side braid for you to compliment it.
Well, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but also when I do this, it's when my hair's super greasy. Because if it's not super greasy, then I can't get it into this side braid.
Dude, I'm about to turn so greasy because 99% of the showers that I take are butt motivated, and now that I have the bidet, I'm like,
Dude.
I'm never showering again.
Fucking told
I shower
you.
even less now.
You didn't believe me.
You were right.
I don't ever have to wash
Does
my
your
hair.
bidet do front stuff?
Yeah, I have a woman's setting.
How
And no, I've already dealt with the fact that it was transphobic while my trans friend was on the bidet, and it was hilarious because she was just squirting her balls at like a high setting.
That sounds painful, actually.
Yeah. Wait, there's a high setting for the front stuff?
It's the same thing. There's two knobs.
Oh.
So you decide where the water goes and how high the water is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like just like a lot of water pressure shooting directly at your nuts. Seems like
Yeah,
hurt.
it might have been
yeah.
more in the taint.
I mean, unless you're into like
the taint region. Also, this person is
CBT.
very sexually adventurous. So
yeah,
You know, every sexually adventurous person
likes
loves
being smacked
ball
in the
torture.
genitals. Yeah.
yeah. One of my friends on Twitter was talking about how much he loves the fact that 50% of the like on his timeline, 50% of the usage of the acronym CBT is cock and ball torture, and the other half is cognitive behavioral therapy. And he just like never knows which one it is.
You got a cool friend. Who is that?
That's my friend Steven Ira. He's a genius. I love him.
Cock and ball torture.
Yeah.
Oh man, wait, what's another acronym that I hear at school that I'm just like, no?
It's not at school, but I do remember at a certain point when I had realized I was probably watching too much porn, when I saw like an ATM and I was like, ass to mouth. Oh, it's an ass to mouth machine.
Yeah.
So dumb.
My I was really into mashups for a while when I was a teenager, and there was a mashup artist named DVDA.
Wait, what kind of mashups? What are you talking about?
Like music mashups, like you use
Oh yeah, like
the bass
after
line from Ice Ice Baby and
like Danger
Cocteau
Mouse
Twins.
did the like white album, black album.
right,
thing.
exactly.
Yeah, everyone
exactly.
started doing it.
Yeah, or like like the girl talk kind of shit. Anyway, I was like, yeah, DVDA, and people are like, double vaginal, double anal. which I think is not because they consumed that media, but because Death to Smoochie. It's a punchline in that movie.
Can four cocks even get that close to each other, like without there being like legs and shit in the way?
I think that the movie answers that question, and I don't remember.
So I just want everyone to know, because I just got tagged in a tweet about it, but Julie, last night on her 30th birthday, our friend turned 30, Julie Mitchell, and who was on the podcast. Yes. She got kicked out of a bar for smoking weed in the bathroom.
On her birthday?
Yeah, on her birthday. Also, this is a video. Well, y'all can't see videos.
That's a great way to enter your 30s.
This is a video of her on the train being extremely drunk.
Holy shit, she looks loaded.
That's exactly. So she was like, my eyes are open, but there's nothing inside. And I was like, yeah, that's exactly. And I was like, it's like a zombie, but it's like a zombie, but when you get reanimated, you just talk about Kanye instead of eating brains. Oh man!
Thank you for sharing that with the pod.
Sorry,
It's
I had
okay.
to.
It's okay.
Man, Julie, I love you, but you look like you got punched in the face.
No, she looks like she got punched in the face by her 30th birthday.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Give me beer as well. I didn't drive, so I can have everything. My car's still at 12-mile limit.
Wait, it's Saturday. What happened at? Oh, that was last night.
Friday.
Okay, I thought it
You
had
were
been
like,
there since
since
Wednesday.
Monday?
Oh yeah, since Monday. Since Monday.
Yeah, I actually quit my job after the open mic. I got so fucked up.
Man, I've done so bad at an open mic. I've thought about quitting everything.
Me too. I've never actually thought I would kill myself, but I've done so bad in an open mic that I was like, I am suicidal for this minute.
Yeah.
Like, you know when you have that feeling, like the same feeling of like getting dumped when you're like, I'm not going to kill myself, but I wish I would be hit by a bomb.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I
definitely
wish
had
someone else would kill me.
I definitely had the wish I was dead.
I've had feelings where I was like,
Not
if
gonna
someone,
do it, but I wish I was
no,
dead.
exactly. Like,
Yeah.
I wish someone else would benevolently just shoot me in the head.
I wish Dr. Kevorkian and we were like on a hunting trip.
Oh, my God.
And just came through and you were just like, Doctor, hit me with some of that good
Get
shit.
it, get it, yeah.
Yeah.
Last night I had to deal with, oh my God, last night this was, I'm so sorry. I have to let him out. I have to let him out. If I hold him in, it's gonna, whatever, I want to. But, so last night this man who goes up at 12 Mile was at Kevin Cox, the man who is like 50 and he has gray hair.
Wait, the guy who dyes it blue?
No, that's Dr. Blue. So he used to go up at 12 Mile and he gloms. Like when he gets drunk, he fucking gloms. And he was glomming on to me last night and he started talking about the 2020 primaries and he was like, I'm voting for Amy Klobuchar.
Dude, hell yeah. Any Klobuchar fans out there? Like,
And he was like, I think she's authentic and I think she fucking rules. And I was like, okay, I don't. I was like, I don't think that. I was like, I think, I love, and I tried to just like, I know Elizabeth Warren has like been less cool like after this, whatever. I still like Elizabeth Warren, even though I know everyone loves Bernie, and she also has a lot of policies like that are fucking dumb. Like the whole like combating black maternal death rates being so fucking criminally high by being like, we're gonna give
turning hospitals into charters,
more money to hospitals that kill less black mothers. I'm like, no!
Race to the top, baby.
No!
It's the exact same shit.
It's the exact same shit. It's the worst idea I've ever heard. It's like the worst idea I've ever heard.
Charter hospitals, that's what we need.
It's so
we already have them.
Fucking bad. It's so fucking
It's
bad.
horrible. I mean, it is good that like anyone's even,
talking
like,
about
it.
Right.
But like the solution to it is so fucking bad. And then so many people who don't think in those terms are gonna think that like people who are combating that are just I cannot wait for 8 million white women to be like, oh, you just don't care about black women when I say that policy proposal is
right,
bad.
because like the
I'm gonna
obvious
shoot myself in the nose.
like other end of that is that like, so you're just gonna take away money from
hospitals that already need it even more.
Right. Yeah,
where they've proven the reason that hospitals are killing black women is not because they wanted to and they just, if more money they won't. Like that's never the reason.
Yeah.
It's anyway, we all get it.
Yeah.
But like Elizabeth Warren has her shit, but also like compared to it's like Bernie, Elizabeth Warren.
This is what he said on the Nathan episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like Bernie, Elizabeth Warren, and then like everybody else.
Yeah.
And I'm gesturing like high, lower, and just throwing my arms out.
Yeah.
But like, Amy Klobuchar is like a horrible bitch who should be murdered. And you shouldn't murder
While you
her.
were peeing, Benjamin was like, I hope someone kills Sidney Torres.
And then you would replace him. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you were there for that.
Yeah. No, but like she's a horrible person who wouldn't do anything much different than what's already going on.
Dude, I heard all the chatter about Pete Buttigieg and he was on my timeline all the time or whatever. I didn't realize that he was polling so fucking high.
Yeah, he is.
It's terrifying.
It is terrifying.
He has nothing.
So many
to
people
offer.
I know who I agree with on everything love him.
No, totally.
It's a blip though. Like
I fucking hope so.
I hope so.
I talked to so many boomers.
He's someone I would never vote for Joe Biden. I would I would do like a protest vote for Joe Biden. I think I would end up voting for I know he's horrible, but I think I would end up still voting in the primary. I would never vote for Joe fucking Biden, but I think I would vote for Booty Gag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't say that. People got kicked off Twitter for calling him butt chug.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna
really?
Yeah, because people made the argument that it was homophobic, which isn't. It was just.
That's not homophobic.
His name
Gay
is bad.
People don't butt chug.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's
also,
what being gay is.
Grayson butt chugs.
Grayson butt chug. Grayson butt chugs and butt chugs. Yeah.
Also, But I Gay G is right there. Like that's how his name is spelled.
Dude.
I don't even think he's really gay. I think he's faking
Mayor
it.
Pete.
Oh man, that would be the weirdest long con to be the president.
Just get bullied your entire life just so that you could use it later for in poll reasons.
Full on like gay sex and relationships your whole life. Not wanting it whatsoever. Like, I'm going to be the president.
I'm sure some like
I'm gonna
actual
be the gay president.
conservatives believe that. Yeah.
And that conservative is Mary Devin Dupuy.
No, I mean,
I'm going to become a conservative so I can eat at Chick-fil-A again.
We're still like a year and a half away from the actual election and like a year away from the primary. Like,
wait, aren't we? Oh, yeah, a year away from primary,
yeah, he's a blip. There's no way
I
someone
hope so.
like that can like
God, he sucks so
sustain
bad.
anything.
He sucks so bad. I think I would not
Herman
vote for...
Cain was like polling like far away from everyone else, like at the top.
Yeah.
Like when he ran in like at 2012 and 2016, he was like the front runner for a little bit. And like, yeah, Herman Cain was never going to
Something that makes me feel really good is that Biden is definitely going to fuck up. Like he just declared
The end photo.
That was crazy. That was fucking crazy.
And y'all saw the tweet that was just the word "sir?" question mark. because he was holding a baby by the dick. Have you seen this? Yeah. It's just like and just like the incredibly tone deaf things that he's saying at like in his speeches about like, oh, like I hugged her, but I got her permission first or whatever. He's the Me Tooest motherfucker that has ever existed.
And like either today or yesterday,
plagiarized.
he doubled down on like not. He's like, I didn't do anything wrong with Anita Hill.
Exactly.
He was like, I'm sorry for how she was treated.
Yeah.
By you, motherfucker.
Yeah, you
what
were
are you
the head
talking
of the
about?
Judiciary Committee, you bitch. You fucking big-headed bitch. Yeah, no, I would love it if he died. It would be great.
Yeah. I'm just gonna come out and say I hope all these motherfuckers die.
But he's already old. Also, definitely I don't think anyone should kill Amy Klobuchar. She's just, honestly, she seems like a terrible type A bitch, but I honestly don't even hate her that much as a person. I just don't think that she should be the president.
My number one favorite thing.
She's exactly like Minnesota Democratic politics, like post Wellstone, which is like everyone thinks they're extremely progressive because like Wellstone paved the way for people to like be self-congratulatory in Minnesota, and since then it's just been fucking nothing. Surprisingly, like Mark Dayton, even though he's like the head of fucking Dayton's and he's like a billionaire, is like the best we've had in like I'm still saying we like I live there anymore, but
I'm
like,
so dumb. I need to know what Wellstone was.
Paul Wellstone, he was senator from Minnesota who
Paul Wellstone
probably
is. You didn't know either. No, we have to ask because that means other readers, listeners don't ask.
Yeah, none of our listeners know who that is because none of them are from Minnesota.
So this is, I never hear you talk about Minnesota politics.
Well, I mean, he was like national stage. He was like extremely against the Iraq War, like in the lead up to it. But
so he definitely made headlines.
He died on a fucking like small plane crash mysteriously after like gaining a lot of traction, like being like one of the like heads of the anti-war movement.
Yep.
I don't know, like.
The government killed
the
Paul
conspiracy, the conspiracy part of my brain is like, this one seems like a slam fucking dunk. They killed his ass.
Yes, they did.
If I'm like, if AOC or Ilhan Omar die, 100%.
Oh yeah, 100%. No, there's no way.
Well, Trump's
I better
trying
see them,
to get
I better
Omar
see
murdered.
a video of them choking on the chip.
Right.
Like I better see them take the tortilla chip and choke on it.
I love the idea of a conservative like faking a accidental death racistly. Like, oh, she died eating guacamole.
I was thinking Ilhan Omar.
Oh, okay.
They're very difficult to eat. I barely had my teeth yet. But I will say, like, I want to know if they die for any reason other than like getting cancer and posting about it constantly and then dying from the cancer, or like if they die in a fucking plane crash or a shooting or anything like that, it is 100% the government or whoever murders the people, some sort of branch of the right wing.
I mean, honestly, like I'm surprised people weren't like more freaked out
by Paul Wellstone, the person I'm convinced was murdered.
I mean, he might have been, but like when Trump fucking tweeted a video of 9/11 and then just a bunch of images of like Ilhan Omar, like I know we're all like desensitized to like his insane bullshit, but he's trying to get
her murdered,
a sitting congressperson killed.
Yeah.
Like people should be freaking out about that way more than they are.
I mean, I think that the reason that they're not freaking out is that they understand that I don't think I don't think that he's trying to get her killed. I think that he doesn't care if she gets killed.
I think he's trying to get her killed.
I don't think
it's deliberate.
I think that he's a fucking idiot. And I think that it does. He's still evil. He doesn't give a fuck if she gets killed. He doesn't think that her life is valuable. But I think that he's just trying to do what his base wants him to do.
Yeah. I mean, who knows who's even like running that? It's probably him because there's some wild shit.
There's some wild shit. I mean, I don't know. Whoever's running it definitely has rosacea and their liver is like on its last limb. Also could describe me.
I have faith in your liver. I think that it's stronger than you give it credit for. Otherwise, you would be dead already.
I gotta get it checked. I gotta go.
Didn't you get blood work recently?
Yeah, but they didn't talk to me about my liver.
What the fuck?
But they said I had great blood work.
Did you lie about how much you drank?
It was a standard. So it was through the school. It was just like a wellness check. So they just like do the same test for everyone. They don't ask you questions.
Yeah.
They weigh you, and then they told me I was 3 pounds overweight, which was so helpful.
If you fucking
3 pounds.
If you don't have liver damage, because I do. Mm-hmm. I'm so annoyed.
I probably do have liver damage,
I've had
Michael. Don't worry.
I've had elevated liver enzymes since I was 20.
Yeah.
Like, I drank too much. You're Hercules. You are a god walking on this earth.
No, I probably have liver damage.
No, I mean, if they like, I found out
because it doesn't hurt. Does your liver ever hurt?
No, I don't think it has to hurt.
Does it hurt anyone? I always wish my liver would just hurt if it was dying.
Yeah,
that would be great if it just was like
just
my heart, because I get chest pains a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
I'm definitely gonna die young.
it's weird that your liver doesn't hurt.
No, but if I do have kids, I'll probably live longer.
Will just hurt.
Yeah,
from all the poison.
Yeah, the brain does hurt, but the liver doesn't have its own. Oh, sorry.
And
you okay?
The brain has no nerves, right? What the fuck is a headache?
Oh, it's because it's contracting. So it's hurting.
Oh, this sounds extremely scientific.
Yeah, it's so
Bring it on.
I'm so smart.
Your brain is contracting.
Your brain is it's dehydrated, and so it gets smaller. And then there's more room, so it knocks around.
So it's like when you get like a pebble in your ear and it just kind of rolls around your ear canal.
Right. Yeah, that is exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I am a doctor.
Yeah.
My name is.
I'm a doctor calling for the assassination of various politicians.
Oh man, I'm very drunk.
God damn it!
All right, wait.
It's more fun than being
I'm gonna give a prediction
so pissed.
for all of that the primary shit. Okay, so Biden is gonna get like trounced early.
For what reason? Me too.
Just like he has nothing. He literally.
Are you
has nothing.
kidding me?
He has
love him.
every Hillary voter.
I know he's
Benjamin.
Like the front
You
runner
do
in the
not
polls.
follow dumb people. You only follow communists and socialists.
But I think Beto is gonna kick his ass.
Ugh.
I know. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I know.
I don't like it. But I think they want like young Biden more than they want like old Biden. So I think it's going to be Beto, Warren, and Sanders, and I think Bernie's going to fucking take it.
I hope so. God.
I mean, I think for the good of the American people, I just have to fuck Beto and film it.
Dude, do it.
Yeah, and just convince him to, that he wants to fuck a kind of dumpy poor lady. And not his billionaire wife who goes to bar classes.
But then he would get like the alt vote.
You don't think just being desired gives him a boner? Like he doesn't need you to be.
That's how I always fuck guys like him. I could. I feel like I could just fuck him in a very subversive way and then film it, and then none of the people.
I don't even think that would be bad optics
like, you know
for him,
what? George wanted to do that once, and I didn't like it. That's my dad's name. I don't know why.
He said he wanted the fucking Mars Volta to play his inauguration.
Dude.
Like he could like fuck some random comedian and it would work for him.
No,
you're right.
Yeah.
Not if you.
I'm sorry, you don't get to fuck Beto.
No, you do get to fuck Beto. You just have to fuck him in an extremely embarrassing way.
That's what I'm saying.
Put him in a diaper.
Diaper.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because actually, that didn't even dethrone David Vitter. So.
Yeah, but Republicans all do that shit.
They all wear diapers while they fuck.
Yeah, for sure.
Everyone.
And also, I think Republicans are all very I think that there's something about, you know what, a diaper wouldn't work. What if I made him hit me in the face?
I mean, that would work for both of you.
Yeah, that'd be great. I mean, I would come for sure.
I was gonna say this earlier. I'm so upset that this episode is awesome because you're so drunk, and now I'm just like condoning it. I'm structurally required, for the sake of the shareholders, to encourage this horrible, unhealthy behavior. Fuck, dude.
No, this is great. I mean. Yeah. I love being drunk.
We do have to do it later find a way to do it later in the day if you're going to be this drunk.
Yeah.
Just for your own sake.
I mean, we could probably do it on Saturdays at this time. Why don't we do it on Saturdays?
Because sometimes you have to get stuff for the show, right?
Not really.
Why don't we do this later? What the fuck? Why didn't you tell us? We were just like, we gotta make sure Benjamin has plenty of time to prepare for his show. And you're just like, I can show up at 10:30. It's fine.
What was it? Why were we doing it earlier?
I don't know. Because sometimes we have
guests.
People on who...
Let's never do that again.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, let's never have guests.
Cancel every guest. Yeah.
Wait, no, yeah, this is a perfect time. Also...
It's so funny that this podcast is occasionally informative. We're so dumb.
It's so good. Just like, it's the Molly episode every once in a while, and then the rest of the time it's like an activist who's doing good in the world.
Yeah.
This podcast has an identity crisis for sure.
Yeah, I don't understand what it is. But wait, we did get a positive... wait, who is this person? I've met her a bunch of times. Larry Welt?
Laura, she's cool.
Laura, okay. Is her last name Welt?
The context
She said, please recommend stupid podcasts to me that I can listen to when my brain is too tired to listen to the smart podcasts. She said, I ended up listening to No Pods, No Casters, and it was just stupid enough, which I think is high praise.
That is incredibly high praise. That means we walked the line.
We walked the line. It's like, it's not too dumb.
Yeah.
Even the Nathan episode was called Suck Away. That was the smartest episode, and it was called Suck Away.
That's true.
It's good not having like an actual topic because, don't you love it when you can hear the phlegm in the back of my throat?
I got it too. I have post-nasal drip right now.
Oh, man. Tippy, hey, you want to ruin it? Do you want to jump on the pod?
That's what you say to cats, and it's what you say to men.
I don't even get that.
Is my pussy the pod?
Hey, you want to ruin it?
Hey, you want to ruin it?
Okay, I get that. Yeah.
Dude, should we just end the episode, or do we like?
No, definitely not. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, I have to pee.
I do too. Sword fight.
I'm learning so much about it.
One time, I've told this to Benjamin, but one
I
time...
remember sword fighting with my friends as a little kid, for sure. That ruled.
I tried to pee at the same time as my ex-boyfriend. The only time I've ever done piss play was when I just was like leaned back on the toilet like this, and he tried to piss in between my legs, and he pissed all over my chest.
Wait, was he hard?
Maybe. I don't know. I was like probably almost naked. We were extremely drunk. Shout out to Danny, the guy who sort of hit me, but but it's okay because he said sorry a lot and he only did it once.
Dude, I just came up with an ingenious podcast technology. Okay.
And also I cheated on him and he was responding. Keep on going.
So
that's still not
because I was walking away.
He didn't like punch me in the face. He slapped me. It was bad.
I was walking away to pee and I was like,
bad.
God, I really don't want to walk away from this. Like, I want to know what is going to be said, and I realized I could call you, and then I could listen from the bathroom.
You should do that.
I thought you were about to say just like, I just wear a diaper.
Call
You're
Mary
such
Devon.
a genius.
You got to put me on speaker.
You'd like to call Mary Devon. Do calling Mary Devon.
Put me on speaker.
This is a terrible idea.
It's a good idea. All right.
Tell me about the guy who pissed on your chest. I missed that part.
Oh, did
never
you?
mind. This is a great idea.
Okay. Yeah. We were trying to pee at the same time, and I was leaning back in the toilet, like pushing back as far as I could, and he tried to pee between my legs, and he just pissed all over my chest. That was it.
Yeah. What did you say after that? Because I was like, I don't think he was trying that hard. I think he just wanted to pee on you.
No, I think he was trying. I mean, I think once he started
probably just
peeing
wanted
on
to
me,
pee on you. I feel like it's pretty easy to.
I
aim
was
your
the one
piss.
to be fair to clear this up. I was the one that was like, let's pee at the same time. So I feel like if he had that fetish, I feel like he would have like made a like bigger.
I mean, even if it's not a fetish, like at that point, if like someone's inviting you
Right.
to piss, you know,
it was very funny either way.
that is super
Were you
funny.
naked
Yeah.
or were you wearing clothes? 'Cause that was-
I was not wearing. Oh, I was naked because I know I wasn't wearing a shirt. And I also think, and it was at his house, which means that his roommates were home. So I'm very confused about how it happened. But anyway, the way that like that guy and I started hooking up was when my parents were home. I took him to my parents' house and I blew him on their porch. So yeah.
Porch blowjobs have been some of the best blowjobs I've ever had.
That's a thing that's happened to you more than once?
There's a lot of porches in Minnesota. Yeah. It's less, well, it's like covered porches too, you know?
Yeah. Screened
Or like
in
screened
porches.
in porches,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, see, this was just like this was a not screened in porch, but it was in the backyard. So,
Yeah.
it was fine.
You only got a couple neighbors that are going to see.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're all asleep. A few raccoons and possums and stuff.
Fucking when you have to pee is very confusing.
Yeah, for me, I just pee on the guy.
Is that true?
No, I've never peed on anyone, but I have peed when I was trampolining. What?
Hold
when you were trampolining.
I have to pretend to wash my hands for the podcast. Done.
Okay, good job. I'm hanging up on you now.
Wait, 1 second.
Yeah, no, wait till he gets back. You know.
Wait for it. Alright, I'm back.
There he is.
I'm a fucking genius. I'm the
are
Nikola
a
Tesla
genius.
of podcasts.
You're so smart. That was good.
That didn't sound sincere at all.
No, you're good.
Thank you.
Oh my god!
Okay.
This guy's eating at my friend's restaurant right now. He's in Veep. Danny Wong.
Oh, he plays Danny Chong. Or
Danny Wong, right? Or Danny Chong? Yeah, Danny Chong. She says Danny Wah at one point. That's why I'm getting confused with them both.
yeah.
From
Which
Veep.
is like drinking in the pub.
Danny Wah.
Yeah.
What was your take about how Veep was
Veep is come town.
Veep is come down from
Veep is come town.
Hillary voters
Okay,
or whatever?
so everyone I know, here's what pisses me off.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus gets away with so much.
So much shit, and I fucking love her so much.
Oh,
and I don't
she's
care about
fucking
anyone.
hilarious. I
But
love
she's
that.
a billionaire
Armando
heiress.
Iannucci is like a comedic fucking genius. I love Iannucci.
However, like, okay,
and
so
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Cumtown is like, obviously I understand why people dislike Cumtown. Like, I like it, but there are certain times where I'm just like, okay, yeah, they do, have bad whatever. But they also, how can you criticize someone who's just like, I don't care?
Right.
But same for Veep, which is like impossible to compare like a podcast to a show. But it does piss me off that there's so many people that would listen to Cumtown and clutch their fucking pearls, and then they see Veep, and it's the exact same shit. It's racism, sexism, homophobia.
Hella ableism. There's like there's an
Constantly.
entire
And it's
season
like,
about
oh,
how
but she doesn't mean
amputees
it.
are gross.
It's like, oh, she doesn't mean it. They're making fun of like her. They're making fun of a character, and I'm like, that is still that is the same thing.
The punchlines are never at
The punchlines are at her expense, and she is the main character that you are ultimately, whatever you want to admit, you're rooting for her.
And also, I was going to say the punchlines are not always at her expense.
I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
Seinfeld was like that too.
Yeah.
Seinfeld's fucked up.
Yeah,
but
but
Not
that's
as
a different.
much.
not in the
Not
same
as
way,
much.
but like
Yeah.
it got people
Not
like
as specifically.
it got people
yeah.
like used to like rooting for her, but being used to her,
Right.
you know.
But like Veep, okay, so in the most recent season, she exploits. Oh my god, she exploits a shooting of a black child by a policeman at a black church to try to be pro-police, and she gets like booed, but it's still like a sketch that they would think of on a like edgy podcast.
Right.
That the women who love Veep that I know who are like really pro Hillary Clinton. That's why I was like, I think a lot of people who like Veep don't understand that she's actually a bad person.
I don't know that anyone can watch that show.
In earlier
come to that
seasons,
conclusion.
it was more like I'm
really?
rooting for her. I think. I mean, she was still a bad person,
Yeah.
but it's really gotten. Oh god, it's gotten so much better, and she's become so much more of just like a horrible cunt. Oh my god, I love her so much.
I mean, it's like it is like a great.
Yeah, because we're all bad people.
It's perfect satire of politics because like there's
Dude, this is the thing.
there's no continuity between like what people are actually saying and how it's being presented.
Someone ran a poll like maybe 2 years ago, and it was like which TV show, like in DC, like inside the Beltway or whatever. Somebody ran a poll, and it was like which TV show best. Do you need to call me?
Okay. Oh, I'm already unbuttoning.
Yeah, I noticed that. Somebody ran a poll, and it was like which TV show about DC is the most accurate, and Veep won by like 100 points.
Yeah, I mean it's not gonna be the fucking West Wing. Like,
Hold on one second, I gotta put this on speakerphone. Yeah. All right. MD, you there?
I'm here.
Yeah. So it was like House of Cards, West Wing, Veep, and there's some other ones. Anyway.
Wait, what was that poll about?
I love that you're screaming into the phone like you're 100 years old.
Screaming over my own pee.
Is it torrential?
I don't know. Can you hear it?
No, but clearly you think that we can. Anyway, it was a poll about which TV show about DC best represented DC, and Veep won by a large margin.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to turn you up.
No, their show rules. And, like, even though she's such a monster, it's so
I can't. Oh man. Why are you laughing?
I'm just because I wasn't on this side of the speakerphone thing, and it's extremely funny to me. I'm holding you up to my
the
mic.
toilet, unlike Michael. Michael left his pee in the toilet.
Of course, dude. If it's
Brown
yellow,
down,
let it
yellow,
mellow.
yeah.
Also,
you
Michael
would.
doesn't recycle.
No, actually,
so-
I would not. It's Susanna came up with that policy. Didn't come up with it, but demanded that policy. And then when I went to her parents' house, I did that, and she was like, "Oh no, my parents don't do that." I'm like, "Why the fuck? Why do you do it then?" Anyway.
Yeah, that's the dumbest shit ever. Just flush your piss.
Wait, can you talk, MD, just for a second?
One time, Mary Devin got really mad at Sydney's saloon as a bar because she went into the bathroom and there was piss in the toilet, and she was just mad at like stinky gentrifier people. And I'm pretty sure it was my piss that was in the toilet.
Wait, who?
I think it was my
Oh,
piss.
me?
Yeah, you got really
Yeah,
mad
I
at
did.
everyone else, and I think it was mine, and I was like, yeah, these people
Yeah.
suck. They're so inconsiderate for sure.
No, I just am like, if you're in a public place, just flush your piss. I don't know. At my own house, I will say I will like leave my piss a bunch, but I don't know.
Call me, baby.
Oh man! All right, Benjamin's going to the toilet now.
So apparently we last an hour and 40 minutes. That
Oh,
is
hell
that is how
yeah.
long we last before we have to pee.
Okay.
Which is pretty respectable.
I already had peed before, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bye, Benjamin. I'll miss you. All right, hold on one second. Speakerphone. All right. You there, bud?
Oh, I'm here.
See, it's fucking funny.
I mean, this is pornography more than anything else.
Oh, are you going to beat off now?
Huh?
I said-
No, I'm not gonna beat off in your house. I don't have enough time. I take my time when I beat off.
Wait, really? How long do you spend? I'm like a 2.5 minutes person.
Takes me 15.
15 minutes?
Yeah, I have to find what I want to watch or think about.
No. But once you start flicking the bean, how long?
7.
Okay.
I mean, but you're also like you start
Unless it's with the
when
vibrator,
you're
it takes
thinking
10
about it
seconds.
too. You know what
that's
I mean?
what. Yeah. Wait. Say that again, Benjamin.
I mean, you start kind of jerking off before you're like in like the full on like jerking off. part of
Completely
it.
agree.
Yeah,
Completely
I
agree. You
agree.
diddle. You're diddling.
Yeah. I diddle for sure.
I diddle myself all the time.
No, I think probably like if I'm getting into it like 20 minutes.
No one gave him the memo to sit down. You're audible, motherfucker. Keep
Oh,
I can
going.
hear your pee.
You're peeing.
Wait, were you guys? What, Michael, you
Yes,
sat
I was
down?
sitting down, Benjamin.
Yeah, I also
Well, I know you
I
were.
sat down for the sake of the listeners.
Cool.
Do you
Well, I mean,
always
I
sit down to
figured-
pee?
How else am I going to be on my
I
phone?
thought we just
every
weren't picking
second?
it up.
Say that again.
I thought it just wasn't getting picked up, but
Oh,
whatever.
no. Nope, definitely not. MD is now on her phone.
I'm texting with my friend who's with the Veep guy.
What's the? Is she single? Is she going to go
No,
for
she
it?
just got married.
No. I mean,
Wait, hold up. I want to actually wash my hands.
Oh God, gross.
gross. MD didn't even pretend.
No, I don't. Yeah, I washed my hands the time before.
Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta actually listen to Jeff's podcast.
I mean, do you?
I don't like The Simpsons.
Okay.
Dude, people say you're supposed to wash your hands for like 30 seconds. That's
No,
crazy.
those
That's
people
way
are
too
ridiculous.
long,
Yeah, you're
right?
supposed to sing Happy Birthday.
You're supposed to chew your food 100 times before you swallow or whatever, so everyone's an idiot.
Yeah, that's if you want to live to be
No,
120 and be 90 pounds your entire life.
MD, you do not get to comment on the chewing thing because a tortilla chip almost assassinated you.
Remember when George Bush
Almost died from a pretzel. That was like the happiest day of my life.
That's why Obama ate like 7 almonds a day. Is he was just like, I'm not gonna go out like that.
Wait, did he have like a weird diet?
No, I mean he had a normal diet, but like he had his routine was so regimented. One of them was like 6 almonds, like one of his snacks.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
6 almonds?
Yes, because
What the
every
fuck is
president is Patrick Bateman except for Trump and George W. Bush.
Man, Beto, God, I didn't mean to say Beto. I meant to say Obama.
You have him on the brain.
I wanted to fuck Obama so bad too.
Yeah.
I still would fuck Obama.
Lots of people.
Who else did I want to fuck who's a politician? George W. Bush, but only young.
Keep going.
No, I'm just kidding.
FDR.
No.
You want wooden ass teeth, George Washington?
No,
to
no.
eat you out.
But Abraham Lincoln, not that bad.
What? He's the ugliest one. He looks like Rocky Dennis.
No, he's like tall.
No offense, Rocky Dennis.
He looks like a meth addict. He has like really bad like
Face.
skin.
As someone who's like insecure about my height,
really
I think
skinny,
anyone
though.
tall is hot. Any tall man.
Tall people do get a pass.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people that even I know a lot of tall men that even I think are hot. That like if they were short,
They would not be hot.
It's
Yeah.
just like
Yeah, but that's the thing.
it's ideological.
Beauty
Being
is
tall
unfair.
and hot is
Conventional
ridiculous.
beauty is
Yeah,
unfair.
Fucking Isaac Cazell can go fuck himself.
Isaac's a very attractive man, but he looks his own age. He's
Yeah.
got like his crow's feet, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm only saying this.
You just said you wanted to fuck Abraham Lincoln, and you're like, he's fine, but like, he has one wrinkle.
I'm so drunk. I wish I was dead. Please
no,
kill
don't
me.
say that. You're having fun.
I know, but also please kill me. Thank
Okay.
you. If you hear this,
Yeah.
just kill me.
This is Mary Devin's last episode.
I'm gonna die. Okay, we need to go. Benjamin needs to go.
Yeah, I gotta go.
All right. Thanks for listening. Love you.
Love you.
Mwah.